What is up, awesome people, and welcome to the Pokemon trading card game online. So, this episode I thought I might do something just a little bit different this time. Usually I do some card openings, or I do some player versus player, but this time I thought I might steer away from those ones and do something I haven't actually done before and something I don't usually like doing, and that's Trainer Challenge. I've mentioned this a few times in my physical card openings with the theme decks, but I've never actually shown off what it is. Alright, so Trainer Challenge. This is a little bit different. I will admit the music's freaking awesome. It's a remix of the usual music that you hear inside the client. But it's a whole new game altogether. I'm actually going to play on easy because I don't use these decks very often, but when I say decks, I mean these are the theme decks that you buy from the shops, like the Dark Hammer and Enchanted Echo theme decks. The redemption codes that you get from them are for this. So not only do you get the cards from inside the theme decks to be able to use in your own custom decks, but you can actually use the physical theme deck itself as a deck, as a challenge. And boy oh boy is it a freaking challenge. I mean, I've been absolutely annihilated with just the worst luck ever, like with the worst draws. As you probably already know, or for those who don't know, theme decks are not the recommended decks to be using. They give you a fair idea on how to build a deck, but it's not the recommended way on building a deck. There are far better ways and far better structures for a deck than what you are given in a theme deck. So I'm only up to gold. As I said, I'm going to play on easy. And I thought since we are up to the Furious Fist theme decks, we might just use one of those. So I'm going to be using the Dark Hammer deck because I quite like the Dark Hammer deck. It's very unique. I do like the Enchanted Echo deck with Eevee, but I thought for this one we might just go for the Dark Hammer deck. And I am probably going to go easy and just go Zack, even though I'm probably going to get annihilated because I am up to the 3rd star on him. Next reward's a booster pack. Ooh, nice. Might have to go with that one. If I win, I may actually get the next level, but we'll go for a challenge. We'll go for this one. Also, I did mention about how this part got upgraded. This is exactly what the upgrade looks like. It's freaking awesome. It's a little bit more life to it instead of just like a loading bar. And yes, so we're up against Zack, who is your first opponent. And oh my goodness, doesn't happen very often. We got Pancham, but then again, that's a really good hand to begin with. I've got 3 of them. Bad Influence. If you have any dark Pokemon on your bench, search your deck for a card that evolves from this Pokemon and put it in, which I do. I've got Pangoro in my hand, so I can probably just go for another Pangoro. For this Pokemon, put it as a Pokemon. This counts as evolving this Pokemon. Shuffle your deck afterwards. It's got Confront as well. So I've got 3 of them. So I've got active 1 Pokemon. Alright, so just put these 2 down on my bench. I got Pangoro in my hand as well. I can do that next turn because obviously the first turn rule about revolving, when you put your Pokemon down, it cannot evolve that turn. Zack has got a Jigglypuff as his active. He's got a Metal Energy on it already. He's got a Rufflet and 2 Mincinos on his bench. He's played a Professor's Letter. He's going to draw 2 energy cards and put them in his hand. So another 2 energy, Metal Energy. So he's running a colorless and metal, a grey coloured deck, which is pretty annoying. Alright, so I can't evolve this turn. What does Pangoro actually need? It needs Dark Energy or 2 energy cards. I'm going to put that there. Maybe I can evolve on the first turn. That's very interesting. Usually you can't evolve on the first turn, but it didn't work! Yeah, and you thought so. You can't evolve on the first turn. It was interesting to try. Worth the shot. Oh, you little... Alright, so I did double slap. So flip 2 coins. If heads, it's 20 per head. So, of course they get the luck of the draw, don't they? Alright, so what I could do is evolve 1. I've only got 2 Pangoros in my deck and I drew both of them. Good golly. I don't have... Okay, so I can do 70 with Clobber if I get rid of an item card, which I don't have. So I'm going to do 30. I can go Karina. I can even get a Minshao, which I might do actually. So I got, not Minshao, Minfu into my hand and put that on my bench. And then evolve it into Minshao the next turn. Alright, I'm going to evolve my bench Pancham into a Pangoro. and then evolve my active Pancham into a Pangoro as well. I don't have to use its move because I don't need to. Obvious reasons. I'm going to use Karina, and I'm going to put a Minshao into my hand. And what energy, or what item card am I going to use? I could use Evosoda, I don't really need it. Roller Skate could be handy. Professor Letter's going to be handy. That'll allow me to get some energy cards into my hand, which is what I need. Get some fighting energy cards and some dark cards into my hand. Actually, Minshao needs fighting. Oh, I'll just go fighting. Plus, I do need another energy card for Pangoro to launch Hammer Arm. Alright, gonna deal 30 there. Hey, it's weakness. Oh, sugar. I forgot I turned into a dark type. I'm like, oh, he's got a weakness. Oh, not again. Alright, there's one fail. Alright, so 20 damage there with one head, one tail. Alright, so I didn't actually do it. I got a Bufflin on the field, the bench. That's right, it's not as good as the other Bufflin. Doesn't have the buffer ability. Put a Makahita onto my bench and then evolve my benched Minfu into a Minshao. Put an energy card onto my Minshao. I'm probably just going to stick with that. I don't really want to go through discarding the top card of my deck just yet. Alright, one tail, one head, so 20 damage there. I have got a little bit of health to sustain here, so that's alright with me. I've got an energy search. Just go that, so Minshao is all ready to go. I can actually bring that out next. Oh, what? Energy switch. Oh, no, cancel. I thought that was energy search, my bad. Right. Oh, okay, I don't want to discard. I could, then again that's dead. Right, that's one card down. Got a Machop from my prize pool. Rufflet comes on his bench, goes energy retrieval to get some metal energy from his discard pile, gets two of them, sorry. Revive to put a basic Pokemon from his discard pile onto his bench, so Jigglypuff comes back from the discard. He goes for Peck, I think it was. Does 10 to my Pangoro, get a Licky Licky there, put that onto the field. Rufflet has 60, I could go for the 70 there and just knock that out, which I might actually do. Energy search is not going to be for me. Yes, confirm. Discard that, go for the 70, take out the Rufflet, and another prize card for me. Alright, another Machop. I think there's 4 Machops in this deck, 3 Machokes and 1 Machoke. Okay, seeing it's going to put me to sleep. So I gotta flip a heads to be able to wake up, so that's a little bit annoying. Alright, I don't flip the heads unfortunately, so my Pangoro is still asleep. Get a Minfu. I can't retreat either because I'm asleep. Hell, that's hell annoying. Alright, so I get a head, so I can wake up. So I am probably going to go back to sleep. Jigglypuff will just use the Sing, unless he goes straight for the double slap, and he'll probably take me out as well. No, straight to the Wigglytuff. So it's got Round and Hypnoblast. Hypnoblast is pretty powerful from what I can remember. Uses Revive to bring back his Rufflet to the bench, and I think my Pangoro is still alive. Really? Ooh, nice. Okay. I'm gonna go for a Karina here and get a Hariyama from my deck and put that onto my hand, and I don't have a Machoke. That's annoying. I might have to use Evosoda. Then again, Machoke isn't. Professor's letter could be handy too. Might go Roller Skate. Try my luck. Alright, gonna put a Hariyama on, evolve my Makahita on the bench to a Hariyama. Fire or Water is reduced by 30 thanks to Thick that ability to apply done to this Pokemon. God damn it! It's a Pokebody. Alright, gonna try the Roller Skate, and fortunately I get the tail, so no 3 cards for me. That is so annoying. I'm gonna have to go Clobbers, go for the 30. That's right, that's a little bit of damage. Probably just gonna let Wigglytuff take me out. Hypnoblast, that's annoying. Alright. So Pangoro does go down. I think he got a Towers anyway on Hypnoblast, so free prize card for him. Gonna send my Minshao onto the bench, onto active. That allows me to put Mage Chop onto the bench. Right. I'm gonna put Mage Chop, give Mage Chop an energy card. High Jump Kick only does 40, really? Alright, well that does massive 80 damage, I suppose, but I thought High Jump Kick would do a lot more damage than that. Well, that takes really tough out. And I drew a Scrafty. Okay, so Rufflet is gone from the bench to the active. Energy Retrieval, so 2 basic energy cards from the discard pile, which is 2 metal energy cards, are going to go back to his hand. He's going to use a Great Ball, reveal 7 cards. I think he just grabs a basic card, puts that onto his bench with his Ordino. Goes for the Roller Skate, so he flips a head, that's 3 cards. And he flips a tail, so no cards for him today. No heads were ever seen on this day. Giant Cake goes onto the bench, Bufflet there on his side, raising its HP by 20, I think it is. Goes for Professor's Letter and draws 2 metal energy from his deck, puts 1 onto his active Rufflet, goes for the Peck there and does 10 damage to my active Minshao. Goes for the Fighting Energy onto my bench Mage Chop, and I'm going to go straight for the High Jump Kick here. Oh, you're resisted, really? Oh, I forgot you're flying. Alright, so it went for Slash this time, it does 20 to Minshao. I drew a Landorus, I got no room on my bench. Awesome, I'm in a little predicament here. Boom! Alright, another High Jump Kick's going to take that out. And another Slash on me, I'm down to 50. Okay, put that there. Wish there was a Rare Candy in this deck. Right, that's down. Alright, I drew a Darkness Energy. Alright, so we're down to 5-2. My way. Great Ball. Bravery is drawn. That's going to go onto... He doesn't have a Rufflet. That's good. Fighting Energy. Actually, I might just go onto my Hariyama. Well, that's down. That's another card down. No prize for me, which is Scraggy. And I think his last Pokemon's just entered the field, which is Ordino. Alright, so here we go. We're going to put a Darkness Energy onto my Hariyama. And we're going to go for a High Jump Kick here and take that out for the weakness. Woohoo! Well, that was not too bad. I suppose I did have the advantage. My last prize card was a Scraggy. Alright, and there it is. That was, I suppose it was alright. As I said, I had the advantage. And oh my goodness, is that all I get? I got 1 trainer point. Yay! Or trainer token, 1. Well, that was bad. I got a lot more points last time for using a different deck. Huh. Oh, look at all these zeros I got. Yay! Difficulty multiplier, because I'm playing on easy, that's why. Obviously, if you play on hard, you get more tokens, but... that was trainer challenged. At least up on easy anyway. I didn't think that was going to be so easy using that deck. That deck isn't all half bad with Karina being as good as it is. I definitely expected Karina to be a hell good card, but not that game changing at least. I mean, you get an item card with it too, so if you build a deck running Machamp and Machop, Rare Candy, use Karina, you can draw a Machamp if you've got a Machop on the bench, Rare Candy, Machamp, evolve Machop into Machamp and get the ability going. And my goodness, that's devastating. That would definitely work. There's probably a lot more different examples there as well, where Karina could be like absolutely game changing. But that's a bit of an example of how Trainer Challenge works, what the whole deal is. And I thought I might do something different. I may upload a few of these actually. I don't mind Trainer Challenge. It's definitely another jump in difficulty, I suppose, since you're going right out of your comfort zone. I mean, as I said, I don't like the theme decks at all. They're definitely not how I play at all. I definitely have my own standards for deck building. So that's why it definitely pushes a player out of their comfort zones. I may actually play on hard next time and try and get my level 4 on Zack and then just try for Mick. Zack is of course a colorist player. I mean, you can kind of build your deck around to be an advantage to their deck, of course, and I think each level up they their deck improves or something like that. I've forgotten how this plays. It even gives you a bit of a bio behind like the in-game characters as well. It's pretty interesting, and it's kind of like a bit of a insight to how the whole game works as well. If you don't feel confident enough in taking on other players or confident enough to build your own sound deck. I know deck building is pretty challenging. That's actually the main challenge behind this game, is the actual deck building. It's not actually playing the game. It's mostly deck building, building a deck, and then understanding the cards as well. I mean, I'd probably say it's almost the same as Pokemon Wi-Fi battling. It's not the actual team building part. Sorry, it's not actually playing the game that's the hardest part. It's actually team building is the hardest. Team building makes up a certain percentage of, well, a big hunk of percentage. It's knowing your cards in Pokemon is another hunk of percentage. Actually playing is another part as well. Playing is like a small part actually. Predicting is another one as well. But as for Wi-Fi battles at least, predicting makes a huge part of it. Team building is another big part of it. Actually playing the game's like a very little part of it. I'm trying to remember all the percentages. Like me and Ben were working them out. It's pretty drastic. But as for this trading card game, the deck building is the biggest part of it. Knowing your cards is another big part of it. Predicting maybe just a little bit a part of it. Depending on your play style, predicting may not be so much as a requirement, but I definitely know if you're playing in particular play styles, prediction needs to be there almost. But then again, there's so many random factors in this game that it's so hard to predict. But you've got to have so many, I suppose, scenarios where you've got to have certain branches off. You've got to have an answer for each branch off. Otherwise, you're just going to be stuck, and there's no way you're going to win if you can't answer to a particular branch. Like, for example, you got to have a branch where if you got to go for a coin flip, you got to have a branch and an answer to if you get a heads, or an answer to if you get a tails, because heads could mean you have the advantage, tails could mean you have a disadvantage. I have no idea if it's even going. I've gone off point. Oh my goodness, I'm good at that. I'm gonna shut up now and just say thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to check out this video, and that was all hell randomness, especially that little part there at the end. No idea what I'm talking about now, which is never good. But yeah, if you like what you saw, make sure to check out my previous Pokemon trading card game related stuff, both physically and digitally. And if you like what you see, make sure to stick around for future episodes. And I swear to God, I don't go on those random rants like that all the time. But yeah, as always, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!